Let's talk about budgeting, a very important aspect of personal finance. Having a budget and actually living by it is an important step in taking care of ourselves financially. There are many reasons why it is important to have a budget. Budgeting helps us to keep track of our income and expenses and helps us to plan ahead for long-term and short-term goals. You may be saving for a car purchase or even a rainy day fund. When you are working for a church, there is always a budget to manage. If you can manage your own budget and are familiar with the way a person can live within the budget, then it will be easier for you to serve a congregation and their budget. What makes a budget? There are two parts. Money coming in, that's your income, and money going out, your expenses. Most of the money coming in will be income from an employer. There are also other types of income. Interest and dividends are considered income from your investments, and you also may have income from honoraria. As we're thinking about money coming in, your income, the primary source is your salary. As we're thinking about money going out or your expenses, there are a few top expenses that are related to your living expenses. Rent, utilities, insurance, taking care of yourself, maybe loans and debt, and most importantly, savings, being sure that the money that's coming out is being directed to your savings. Many people ask me, how do I budget for my debt? How do you include that on a budget sheet? Well, your debt goes into the out pile. It is an expense. Put it in the columns right alongside mortgage and utilities. It is something you must contribute to every month. Maybe you want to get advice from a professional on how to consolidate your debt. You will also need professional advice about how to use or not use your current credit cards, particularly if you have accumulated credit card debt. In order to know exactly how much you are spending versus how much money is coming in, you may consider creating a money diary. This is a diary that tracks your spending for at least 3 months. When traveling through this process, see if you can identify some of the expenses as needs versus wants. You may think you need that Starbucks coffee when actually you can brew a cup of coffee at home. By watching your money diary, you can base your budget on the data that you've collected. When we live within our means, our expenses don't exceed our income. Then we have the funding that we need to be able to plan ahead. Using your money diary, you can then see exactly where your spending is, and you can spend wisely. There are many ways that you can adjust your spending to live within your means. By paying off debt, shopping around for insurance, or maybe checking with different cell phone carriers and cable companies to make sure you're getting the best rates. The less money you have to spend on a set monthly basis, the better. Consider finding a personal financial mentor. This is someone who manages their finances wisely and someone you respect and trust. It could be a professional financial advisor, a family member, a close friend, or even a colleague. They can help you stay on track. As the money comes in, always save first. Pay yourself off the top. This can be done in a variety of ways, even if you have debt. You may want to automate your savings, transferring money directly to your savings account from your paycheck. If you receive a raise or bonus, set that money aside. Rainy day funds are very important. The unexpected can happen at any moment, and you need to be prepared. Budgeting for a rainy day is part of smart money management. Think of the possible things that could go wrong: a car breaking down, a health crisis, the hot water heater blows, your iPhone falls into a puddle, or maybe a root canal with no dental insurance. And even if you did have insurance, the copays might drain you. Rainy day funds are a different kind of savings. They are short-term savings for a specific emergency. They are not the same savings that you take off the top of your salary. It's a lot more difficult to take care of those in your charge if you have not done a good job taking care of yourself. Be smart and create a budget today.